Howdy folks, TJ here. Today I wanted to talk about favorite computers. And yep, I've got to say my favorite computer is the Spectrum Next. No, maybe not. Maybe it's... Oh yeah. The microcolor computer from Radio Shack. No, it's... oh yeah, maybe it's this Atari Falcon underneath the Intellivision shirt. Or maybe it's not a computer at all. Maybe it's a gaming console. The Intellivision. The Odyssey 2. See, I'm running into a bit of a conundrum here. Because I have a lot of computers and gaming consoles. But can I call any of them my favorite? So I wanted to talk about favorite computers today. And I'm putting stuff away because I don't want any of my favorite computers to break. Because in any given day, maybe the Speccy Next is my favorite computer. And maybe in another day, that Radio Shack computer, the MC10 is my favorite. Or the Intellivision, or the Atari, the Odysseys. See, I think human nature is, we have our favorites for a little while, and then maybe it's time to move on. Or not move on, but sidestep a little bit to something else, because life is... on different days, different things to everybody, right? So, do we have our favorites? I started thinking like a parent. Even though my wife and I don't have any kids, I probably if you ask a parent who's your favorite kid, they'll probably say, oh, I love them all. But deep inside, there's probably one that's a little bit closer, that you just, you get each other a lot more. And they imprinted on you. Like for us, our kids are our fuzzy kids. And one of our cats kind of has imprinted on me, the little girl. But the other cat's imprinted on my wife. That kind of thing. So you kind of have your favorite a little bit. So if you asked me on a given day, have I had a favorite pet? I would say I love them all. But yeah, we did have an Aussie, Autumn. She's passed now about 5 years ago. Everything about her was the bee's knees, everything just clicked. And then you have a pet on the opposite spectrum, our current puppy. She's an Aussie again, but she's a handful. But I love her. But there's days that I don't like her. Because she's a pain in the ass. She's 7 months old and she's running circles around us and she doesn't listen that good. And even though we're taking her to training classes, there's just different things. So on a given day, if you had to say, TJ, what's your favorite computer or gaming console? I'd probably say the Spectrum Next is still up there because it's what's reinvigorated my... Vinegarated? Gee, am I going to have a salad? Oh, that's a hard word. But yeah, it sparked my whole... Around 2018, I started really getting juiced up again about retro computers and gaming consoles. Not that it ever went away. It's been with me all along, but the Spectrum Next kind of came at a time where maybe I'm in a transition in my life, and everything about it's clicking, it's grown my excitement, and from that little spark of the Speccy Next, all this other stuff has been rekindled, and new things have been added to the fire. I'm throwing more logs into the fire, like that MC10, or the Atari Falcon, or the Sam Coupe. Even though I've owned one of these before and stupidly sold it if you watch my video. So I think things can be a little cyclical. I think that's a proper word. That's a good word, TJ, cyclical. So everything on a given day can be my favorite, right? Whatever it is at the time of that excitement. Maybe you're going to a trade show or a gaming convention or whatever. Your excitement is built up for that time, for that device. So I don't know if I necessarily have any favorite computer. I would say if I was pinpointed with a dagger and saying you have to choose one, I'd probably choose, and it's not going to be the Speccy Next, believe it or not, it would probably be the Atari 800. Because that is the first computer I purchased for myself. I never had a computer before that. I earned it, I worked hard for it, and it was my first. And you never forget your first. But there's tons of other things that have come along the way, and my excitement for Atari has been rekindled lately, and I'm blaming the Spectrum Next because it's reinvigorated Vinegar salad! I'm going to create a salad dressing called Reinvigorated, and a retro salad dressing. But it's sparked a whole new interest. So since about 2018, I'm guessing, I've been really diving into all sorts of new platforms. So my channel is evolving. I'm starting to purchase more computers, more gaming consoles, and even my first modern one called the Amico that's coming early 2022. It looks very promising now that it's going to arrive, which I'm excited about. I'm a founder purchaser, so I can't wait to get that. But my heart is still in all these retro computers. I have some more things that I'm investigating for 2022. MSX. Oh, that's a rabbit hole I didn't want to go down. Sword. S-O-R-D. I guess it's pronounced sword. 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 No, E would have to be in the end if it was sword A. But I like that. Sword A. M5. That's a little peach of a looking computer. I'm finding all sorts of things. And I don't have enough money for them at all, but I'm figuring out ways to sell lungs and body parts to get them. I'm really excited about this whole retro computer scene. I don't hate any of them. I love all of them. They all have their benefits. They all have people that follow them. And I'm just trying to come along for the ride, I guess. So what is your favorite computer? If you actually have one, post it down below. Or are you kind of like me? They're all your favorites to a degree. Whatever you're into at that time of the year, that's your favorite device. Or do you actually say that, but really have some favorites? Like for me, the Spectrum Next. Right now, it's still the driving force behind everything that I do, my YouTube channel. But there's a lot of other ones that I love fairly close to that. The Sam Coupe is a wonderful computer. It cost me an arm and a leg. I haven't explored it as much as I'd like to, but you know, I've hopefully got many, many years of enjoying this whole thing, and I can dive into every single computer that I own more deeply. Like this Falcon, I have some 14 megabyte RAM coming for it so I can upgrade it and install an internal hard drive. All sorts of things that I get to do. So, what's your favorite computer? Do you have one? Are they all your favorite? Let's hear down below, post below. Hopefully this video was fun for you. So yeah, I think my favorite computer is the Spectrum Next. No, wait, maybe it's this Falcon. Yeah, that's the Falcon, yeah. No, maybe it is that in television. Maybe it's a gaming console is my favorite. I don't know. You get the picture, you get the gist. Cool. Thanks for watching the video, and hopefully you have a wonderful day with what your favorite computer is today. Bye.